Latest Manchester United news time, we'll be talking Ndiaye, we'll be talking Harry Maguire new deal, we'll be talking about Casemiro, we'll be talking about Morgan Rogers, we'll be talking about a lot of other things as well as we get into it. But the first thing we're going to start off, we talk about Casemiro and Anderson as well. But the first thing I want to talk about is Casemiro new deal. Now, I have seen some talks. I've had a separate video about it. I don't know if it's out yet, but there has been talks about Casemiro being given a new deal. Now, what I would say on that, I wouldn't give Casemiro a new deal. I love him as a football player. I think he's fantastic. I think his impact in the team's been brilliant. And talks of a U-turn is more driven by emotion than reality. His departure was a club decision, and no one at United expects that stance to change. United sees saving on £18 million would be a good way to invest. Apparently, Casemiro is wanted to, or Michael Carrick wants Casemiro to stay. But the player will have to make sacrifices. But I think my stance is, you save £18 million a year, you save 350 grand a week, which is £18 million a year, and you can reinvest that. He's 34, he's not getting any younger. With multiple games a week, I don't think Casemiro's body will be able to cope with that, and we've seen that previously at the club. I think we can get better. I know his ability is going to be tough to replace, and his aerial ability, I think that is obviously a downside. But in terms of now is the best time to go. If you keep Casemiro at the club any longer and he plays the games next season and United give him a new deals and he's on 350 grand a week and he doesn't have the good performances, then there's going to be a lot of criticism on why United didn't sell him. I think now's the best time. He's had 4 seasons at the club. 2 have been great. There's been 2 in between which weren't great. I think his first and this one have been fantastic. And I think Casemiro deserves a great send-off, and he's been a legend at the club. You see sort of how much love he has for the club and his passion, considering he's been at Madrid, which is the biggest club in the world, bar Man United. It's great to see. And yeah, as I said, I wouldn't give him a new deal. This is what some of the players have said. This is what Cunha said. I'm asking him, come and stay at Man United. Just one more year with me. Let's go for the second little year. We're very close. He's always helping me, and it's incredibly rewarding to play with him here and with the national team. I always learn from him and understand more and more. He won so many titles. He reached a stage where he can decide where he want to play, and I hope it's with us. So obviously, Cunha, teammate, wants him to stay. Euro, everyone wanted him to stay. He's a really important player for us on Casemiro. Listen, I think one thing that's helped is obviously his relationship with Kobe Mainoo. I think that's something that's absolutely built, and they have a very, very good partnership. Now, I wouldn't, as I've said many times, keep Casemiro at the club. I love him as a player. I love his character, his personality, his professionalism, just everything about him really. He's a true sort of athlete and football player. But again, you look at the tenure, you look at moving him on, I think now is the right time to do that for Manchester United. And I think he'd leave United with all the best wishes. And yeah, I think he would be someone who would be rated very highly at the club. So yeah, that's Dan Casemiro. Apparently new talks are going to be opening. I don't think it will happen. I think now is the best time to cut ways with Casemiro. He's had a good time at the football club. Decided that he's going to leave. It's a club decision. I'm sure he probably does want to stay, but you can kind of see in the way in which he's playing. I think it is the end of Casemiro at United, which is good for the club. It's sad because I think he's a top player, but now is the right stage. He's 34. It's time to move on, reinvest the money better into that squad. But there's no denying what a player he is. Now, Manchester United still consider Ndiaye a top target. The Everton forward is monitored closely, with the club expected to demand 70 to 75 million for a sale. I mean, I can't remember the last time Manchester United did any business with Everton in terms of bringing in a player. Was it? I don't think they signed. Did they sign Lukaku from Everton? It might have been Lukaku, but listen, United don't do deals with Everton often. I think Ndiaye's a good player. He's a good left winger. I think he has a similar profile to Cunha, but he can definitely play on the wing. He's someone who has a lot of talent, a lot of quality, and he's someone who will add a lot to this United team. Creativity, flair. He's just another option. Is he what we need on the left wing? No. I mean, I haven't seen him play many times on the left wing, if I'm being honest, in the season, whether that's accommodating Jack Grealish or whatnot. I haven't seen him there. I think he definitely play there, and that's probably the position he prefers. But again, £75 million for a player, I don't think that's a deal that happens this summer. I think he's definitely in the portfolio that United want to look at and bringing in wingers. I think it's him, Ndiaye, Barcola apparently has been linked, Kvaratskhelia. We do need a top level left winger. I'm not quite sure. I mean, he's at the good age as well. He's got Prem experience, but I just don't know if United will go for him. Now, the next thing, Bayern Munich are understood to be stepping up their interest in Manchester United target Elliot Anderson. Now, listen, there's going to be a lot of sort of talks with Anderson. I think Anderson's a top player. We know that he's a very, very good player. I think his quality is ridiculous. He's going to have a lot of competition for for his signings. United, apparently, these are sort of the midfielders that they wanted to sign. Elliot Anderson, Belieber, Tyler Adams, Wharton, João Gomez, Sandro Tonali, Felix Mecha. So, listen, Anderson's definitely high. I think he's definitely highly rated by United. He's a very, very good player. There's going to be competition. City, Arsenal, Liverpool, every top team in the league and in Europe, by the sound of it, are going to be interested in signing him. So I'm hopeful United can beat them to it. Is it likely to happen? Probably not. But I'm hopeful United bring in Anderson. Now, Manchester United monitoring Rodgers ahead of a possible summer move. United reportedly demand £80 million for a player who's on a long-term deal. Now, let me just see when Morgan Rodgers' contract expires. He'd be someone that, again, if we are to replace Bruno and that day is gonna be inevitable, he'd be someone I'd bring in. 23, contract until 20. Why can't I find it? Contract. Wait, let me find Morgan Rodgers contract. So Morgan Rodgers contract until 2031. So he's got a lot of years left on his deal. It's going to be very difficult to deal with. But if we're looking at a winger, no. We've seen in the game against United yesterday, he is not a winger. As soon as he's moving into the central spaces, that's really where he can cause problems. I think he is a very good player. He's young, he's talented. He's a very, very good player. Now, you have to consider, again, he would be someone who you bring in to replace Bruno Fernandes, and I think would be a very good replacement. I think he has that sort of arrogance, the quality, tenacity that you need for a top-level United player. £80 million is probably right about what Villa would demand. I disagree with that. But in today's market, Champions League, sort of Madueke and these sorts of players going for a lot, it does kind of make sense. But I would be all over this deal. As I said, he's not a winger, he's a central player. And if United are to go and get him, it would have to be in that central position. Now, apparently Carrick wants Casemiro to stay. I kind of talked about it. I don't think it should happen. I think United could reinvest that money better. Now, Manchester United source insists Barca must pay the £30 million buy option for Rashford or he will return for United for pre-season. United are not interested in negotiating the fee. And that's right, listen, there's £30 million buy option, take it or leave it. If you don't want to pay it, we bring back Rashford and find him another option. That as simple as that. There's a lot of suitors for Rashford. I think we talked about it the other day. No one cares really if Barca want to pay it. They're going to be stingy with the money. Then they're not going to get the player. It's as simple as that, really. I think Rashford's time at United's over. It's been over for a while. He's wanted to leave the club. There's no problems here. I wish him all the best. I think he's been a great player, great servant to the club. It's quite sour how it ended. He didn't want to go on, find a new challenge. But ultimately, yeah, we wish Rashford the best. Finding a new club for him will be in United's hearts and his heart, and he save a lot of money. Now, the final thing, Harry Maguire. Apparently, Harry Maguire, I think he should be someone who's given a new contract. It's a different scenario to Casemiro. I think Maguire, he's a few years younger. His wage will reduce significantly. He'd be playing a kind of squad role as well. So this is what Lenny Yoro said this. Having Harry in the team is good. If he can stay next season, it's really good. So I hope he's going to extend his contract and he can stay with us. We'll see anyway. With all experience that he has, he gave a lot of tips. He spoke to me on the pitch. And so this has helped me a lot. He always speaks with me. Sometimes he speaks before the game or at half-time about positioning as well. So playing with him is really good for me. We speak a lot even before the game. During the week, we speak a lot about the opponent. Listen, there's no doubt in Harry Maguire's professionalism. And all the experience, like he's been through a lot of bad experiences at United and good. And I think that's sort of shaped the character and the professionalism that we've seen from Maguire. So I think that's good for him. I think he deserves a new deal, and that's something I'll definitely consider. As I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. That has been your latest update. Let me know your thoughts. Should we get Iliman Ndiaye? He's definitely a conversation. Should Casemiro be given a new deal? And let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. But I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace.